Hi everyone, my name is Kris Kelly. I'm the Director of Student Engagement and Residential Life at EMCC. I am a proud native of Jonesport. I grew up down on the coast in a hardworking lobster fishing family. I've worked on a lobster wharf. I can ban lobsters, I can bait pockets, I can haul traps. None of that stuff is really my calling, but I love that I got that experience growing up. I think that's so unique. And I think it really set me up for a lot of life lessons about being a hard worker and respecting the community that you're a part of. And so onward I went to the University of Maine at Farmington. UMF was a great place for me to better understand who I am as a person and to understand some of my life goals. While I was there, I did get to coach and participate on the college cheering team. We went on to win a handful of titles throughout the few years that I was with them. And I think of it as one of my better legacies that I left behind at UMF. My favorite thing that I left with, though, personally, was, of course, my degree. I was the first person in my family to earn my bachelor's degree. So I am a first-gen grad. And now I just like to sit back and relax on the beach when I have the time. I grew up on the coast with one of my favorite beaches, just a handful of minutes away from home. So I've spent the past few years living in Bangor trying to scout out my favorite beaches here. This particular photo is from Lake George, which isn't necessarily right in Bangor, but was a pretty nice stop. One of my favorite things to do beyond that is watching RuPaul's Drag Race. I also really like Dragula and other drag-related shows. Sorry for the brief interruption. My cat hopped on the computer board there. You'll get to meet him in a second on the slideshow. At DragCon, I got to meet Michelle Visage, who is essentially one of my role models, though I never really have been somebody who thought much about having role models. Michelle's book has just been really big to me, and meeting her was a really, really special moment in my life that I wouldn't really trade for much. One of my favorite things that Michelle said when I met her was that my makeup was really good. That's a huge compliment since she is the Simon Cowell of Drag Race. But since then, I have spent a lot more time working on my makeup and trying to just really embrace my creative side. I'm not somebody who naturally has a lot of creative talents, but I do find that I can hone those in through makeup. So these are just some of my favorite looks that I've done recently. And other than that, I do have a dog named Toby. He is a 13-year-old Pom Chow rescue. He loves to go on long walks, especially at the city forest or the river walks in Brewer and Bangor. And I do have a sweet little kitty named Ollie. He's a few months old. And he is both a sweetheart and a terror. But they are my roommates and my coworkers during this quarantine season, and I love them both so much. That's all from me. On to the next instructor.